Hi, today I will be giving a brief overview of my WebQuest project called Consumption Culture Shock. And my project here on the home page will discuss briefly what we're looking at, and this project has to do with reducing our ecological footprint by finding ways to reduce how much we consume as individuals, as groups, or as a society. And the big picture of what we're looking at is how we can change the habits and the culture of our society, as we see here with the driving question down at the bottom. Again, this also the information kind of gives us an idea of the components that this program will have. So now we will go on to the tasks at hand for the project. Students will be given 6 tasks, and the first task is fairly simple to organize based on the roles provided. Then we will go into the brainstorming and deep inquiry about the project, looking at feasible and viable options, looking at what consumption we want to focus at, looking at how we can take that consumption and turn it into something that is positive for our ecosystem. We're going to research and develop. We're going to create a Google presentation. We're going to test the program, and we're going to provide results for the program, and then we are going to present the program. Let's go ahead and look at the process of this consumption culture shock WebQuest. The process here I've outlined based on a 10-week program, and this kind of gives the students a itinerary to follow so that they can stay on track with completing the WebQuest in a timely fashion. As you see here, as we scroll down, week 1, brainstorming, choosing your consumption challenge. Week 2 to 4, organize, research, develop. Week 5, 6 through 8, 9, 10, so on, kind of gives you an idea of the things that you will be working at and how you will actually go about getting that information here on the process page. And the last thing that will happen is it'll all be presented to the school or to the class as a final project. All right, let's look at the roles. So for this project, we have 5 roles, and again, this project is for groups of 4 to 5 students. And again, listed here, I have a tree hugger role, a technophile role, press secretary, the engineer, and the Jack of Jill of all trades. And there's a little explanation of each of those roles as well. Let's go on to the evaluation. This is a rubric that I created to really show what I want the students to learn. And it also shows their level of what we call commitment. You know, were they committed to making the project the best they could? So if you look at the 4 different categories of learning we have down the left-hand column over here, we have categories for each of those and the point system that goes along with it. And that goes from resistant, existent, compliant, committed, and compelled. And this is the state in which the effort level is given for each student. And that's a good way of kind of gauging how well they interacted with the project. All right, let's go on to the conclusion here. And again, I just brought back kind of some of a recap of what the project included, some of the things that we were dealing with, and ultimately that hopefully the students have changed their habits and changed their culture enough to provide them with the things that will make them have a smaller ecological footprint and continue to uh, preach that type of lifestyle and that type of culture to their children, to their friends, to their peers. And again, I just have a little picture here of a couple kids, my kids actually, enjoying one of Mother Earth's great things to enjoy, which is the ocean. And again, on the teacher's page here, just talks a little bit about the standards that this project will meet. and some of the things that the teacher would be interested in knowing about the project. And that's about it for my project, again, called Consumption Culture Shock, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks.